Homestead Corner, and today we are harvesting pine needles. It's important to get them in the spring when they are full of nutrients. And this is an eastern white pine right here that we're harvesting the needles from. And pine has such good qualities. It is so good for you. It's very much overlooked. It's just a tree out in the woods, a lot of people think. But these are super high in vitamin C, which is excellent. It's excellent for you. We all know that. It's got more vitamin C than orange juice does. So in past years, they used pine needles to make a tea to help with scurvy, which is the lack of vitamin C. And the pine tree actually is, for a tree, it's got an unusually amount of vitamin C in it. And it also has vitamin A in the pine needles. And it's great for your skin, your hair, and your vision. So they use it to help prevent cataracts and things like that. And the vitamin A is also really good at reducing wrinkles. And with the vitamin C, it's a really good healer. So it's just great for if you're having any kind of sickness or anything. It's also great for respiratory. You can, when you make a tea with it, it helps clear the mucus, which is great. It helps clear your airways. It's got kind of a bitter taste in a tea, but if you mix it with, chamomile or whatever it is that you like for teas, it's so good for you, and definitely something that you want to have in your pantry. So when you are out looking for pine trees to harvest, you want to make sure that you are either get them from an organic farm that grows them, or we live in the mountains and we have tons of pine trees on our property, so I know 100% that these pine trees are not treated in any way. It's just nature. And so that's what I'm looking for when I look for pine, is to make sure that it hasn't been treated in any way. The roots around it, in the air. You don't want anything on it because you're going to be ingesting this. So we're going to pick some of these. We're going to harvest some. And when you harvest them, right down here, you want to take just a little clumps off. So you've got them like that. And I just bring them inside. Okay, so here we are in the kitchen, and we are just going to give these a quick rinse off with cold water, and just give them a good spray. We want to make sure we get any bugs off that might be on them from the outside. And you can turn them over and kind of mix it up a little bit. Just want to give them a good spray with some cold water, make sure they're clean, and then we're going to dry them up. Okay, so now we have these all washed and cleaned. We're just going to pick through them a little bit, and we're going to pull things out like the stick part. I don't use this stick part. It's also has good medicinal values. You can eat the bark. You can use the pine cones. You can use the sap. Every part of the pine tree is usable. I just use the needles, but I'm going to pull like these sticks out so we don't have those, and any brown pieces that I find like this, we don't want that. We want these nice green young needles that are loaded with nutrients. So that's what I'm going to do right now, is just pull all this brown stuff out, and we'll get rid of that, because I don't really want to eat that. It doesn't really have much medicinal value because it's the dead kind of part, so we'll just pull that out. Alright, so there you have it. Once you get it all picked clean, so you don't have any brown in it, no twigs or anything like that, you're just going to lay it out, spread it out on a towel nice and thin. You can use paper towels or a nice clean kitchen towel, whatever you have that works for you. I use kitchen towels because I don't want to waste. And then I'm just going to lay another towel right over top. Nice flat surface. I'm going to let these sit for a couple of days until they're nice and dry. They'll dry out pretty fast. And then I can package them up and put them in bottles and stuff. So I have them to make teas with, or whatever it is that I feel like using them for. They'd be really good for an expectorant when you have a cold, because it has such great respiratory properties, and they're high in vitamin C, high in vitamin A. Pine needles are just wonderful. So get out there and grab some pine needles and get ready. It's good to forage your own food. You know what it is. You know it's healthy and it's great for you. Mother Nature puts this on the planet for us so we can help take care of ourselves. It's out there for us to take. And we only take as much as we need. We don't take extra. I try not to take too much extra. Sometimes I run out in the winter, and you can harvest it at other times in the year because pine trees do not drop their needles in the winter. So you could harvest it in the winter if you had to, but when you get it in the spring has the most nutritional value. So jump out there and grab your pine needles and stock that pantry up. If you like this video, give us a thumbs up. Subscribe. We'll see you in the next video. Bye.